From first principles, find the derivative of sine x, and this question is taken from Cambridge. So we know that the derivative of sine x is cos x, but we are asked to solve from first principles using definition. So let's go ahead and use limit approach. This is the formula we're going to use to find the derivative of sine x. Now we can let our sine x to be f of x. Substituting to our formula, whenever we get x, we will increase by h. Here, h approaches to 0. What happens? If we substitute 0 for h, we realize that we are dividing by a 0. There's no problem at the denominator, but in maths we are not allowed to divide by 0. So how do you approach this question? What we can do is to recognize the numerator, that is, if we plug in some letters like a to represent this angle and b to represent this angle, then this one is a transformative formula from trigonometry. So let's quote that formula here before we proceed. Therefore, transforming these two terms to one term, then we're gonna replace our a and b with the angles x plus h and x respectively, following a and b as angles here. So let's go ahead and do that. So simplifying these terms in these angles, we'll have something simple because we have x and x that adds together, divided by 2, and here this x disappears. We'll be left only with h over 2 over also our general denominator h. At this point, let's try to substitute 0 for h. You can also see that this will go to 0, and when multiplies the numerator, we'll get 0 here, and the denominator will be 0, and still this is not allowed. So what do we do in order for us to come out of this? When we multiply the denominator by 2 and also we divide by 2, we may achieve two things. One, we will remove 2 and also will obtain h over 2 from the denominator. So let's go ahead and do that. Multiplying and dividing will have no effect because this one can still cancel back and we get back this h. Now here we know that when you distribute the denominator to these two terms, the 2 will reduce from the first term and we have here h over 2, and that is what we have here, and just simply copy that. So what we need to do is to just cancel these 2 and that, and we have this as a general denominator, so we can discriminate it and only have something here. Just like when we have a number 4 times maybe 3 over 3, we can write this as 4 times 3 over 3. So we're going to put this exactly like what we have here, and let's proceed ahead. At this point, since we have sine here for this term, then we may use approximation of radian. Sine of small angles always approximates to their angles. Let's go on and distribute this and have exactly what we have written here. Now we know this part has gone to 1. Okay, let's try to test again. When h tends to 0, meaning when we place 0 here, we'll have 0 divided by 2, that is 0. Adding to x, we'll have just x. And times 1 is the same thing. Therefore, we'll just obtain our answer. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next videos.